Hi everyone, this is Meenakshi Ramesh from tapyourwaytohealing.com. Today is day 3 in the 21-day Letting Go tapping video series. Today's topic is letting go of dwelling in the past. This was again a request from one of my friends. So when I spoke, had a conversation with her, chat with her on Facebook, she said, it's about letting go of hurtful things that people say. And she also added, saying that I am overly sensitive. So I want to address that first. When we say that we are overly sensitive, to me, over the years, I have understood that being sensitive is a gift. Because when we are overly sensitive, it means our sense of perception is really high. We are more aware of our feelings, emotions, and we are also extremely careful and sensitive about other people's feelings and emotions. So, if you're watching this and if you feel that you are very sensitive, highly sensitive, just tell yourself that it's a gift. The other thing I wanted to share was this is something I learned from a mentor. She would always say that when people say that you're sensitive, she always interrupts that by saying that, so what? So what? It's okay. I am sensitive, so what? You can interrupt that mentally. You don't have to say this directly to to anyone, but you can say that to yourself. Or you can say, there's really nothing wrong in being sensitive. The reason I'm saying this is when we ask ourselves, when we talk to ourselves, so what? I am sensitive, and there is nothing wrong in being sensitive. We are able to interrupt this thought pattern where our inner critic starts telling us that you're overly sensitive. And our inner critic, also called the bully in our brain, can be very hard and harsh on us. And if we are not aware that our inner critic is getting activated, we can go into this thought spiral, attacking ourselves over and over and over again. So I want to share that before I do some tapping. So our conversation led to this idea that maybe it's not the hurtful things. It's maybe being unable to move forward because you're kind of dwelling in the past. So all of this is very reasonable. When someone says something very hurtful to you, we begin to judge ourselves, thinking that I'm so sensitive, I'm not even able to get past what they said. After all it's over. So that's how our inner critic starts speaking to us. And then we get stuck. That is emotional energy being stuck. And we begin to dwell and ruminate in the past. And sometimes we think that we've gotten over it, but we don't know when this feeling will get activated, until and unless we get emotional because of some future triggers or future events. Sorry, this is like a long intro before I do the tapping, but I thought this is very helpful for all of us, because all of us would have felt that we are sensitive at some point of time in our life. It's mostly we learned something like that in our childhood. We got this idea installed in us during childhood, where someone said that you're sensitive, or because of an experience we had in the past, we decided that we are very sensitive. So whatever be the emotion, whatever be the event or experience, everything is a tappable issue. All right. So I want to start tapping, and I also want to share David Hawkins' quote again today in today's video. Handling an emotional crisis leads to greater wisdom and results in lifetime benefits. Fear of life is really the fear of emotions. It is not the facts that we fear, but our feelings about them. once we have mastery over our feelings, our fear of life diminishes. David or Hawkins. Okay, I'm going to start tapping now. Go to the side of your hand. Even though I'm unable to let go of the hurtful things that people said to me, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though sometimes I feel I am overly sensitive, and that's why I'm unable to get past these hurtful feelings. I choose to acknowledge who I am and how I feel. Even though I keep dwelling in the past, I keep ruminating the same thoughts over and over, and I'm unable to get past these feelings. I choose to acknowledge that this is totally okay, that I feel this way from time to time. Go to the eyebrow. All the hurtful things that was told to me by people, all the hurtful memories, deep-held wounds, and sadness that keeps lingering in my energy body. Every time a memory or a bad experience got activated in me, I began to judge myself, saying that maybe I'm overly sensitive. Maybe I shouldn't be feeling this way. I should have let it go by now. The very fact that I keep thinking about these hurtful words, even now, tells me that I'm overly sensitive. What if it's okay to be overly sensitive? What if being overly sensitive is a gift? What if I can begin to acknowledge by giving my emotions a voice through tapping and remembering the hurtful words that were said to me by these people? As I begin to acknowledge these hurtful words and memories, using tapping, I begin to discharge the emotional intensity on these words and hurtful wounds. I recognize that I go on with my life suppressing and repressing these feelings. And sometimes I'm still reminded of the hurtful words, and I begin dwelling in the past. I begin ruminating on the same old thoughts. same old judgment. And I begin to question myself and my actions, doubting if I did the right thing or if there was something wrong with me. I release all my emotional attachments to all the hurtful words that were said to me. I release any conscious and unconscious resistance that I may have, to letting go of these hurtful words from my mind and body. I restore the right energy flow and balance to every cell in my body and my mind. I give myself permission to release these hurtful words and the memories back into the past where they actually happened. It is safe to let go of the past. It is safe to stop dwelling and ruminating in the past. It is absolutely safe to be me. No matter I am right or wrong, I give myself permission to remember that I am human and I am full of strengths and weaknesses. Just like anyone, I am whole and complete. And it is safe to show up as me and shine my light by being the best version of myself. As I release anything and everything that stands between me and joy and peace, I bring a lot of love, light, and healing energy into every cell of my body and my mind. I give myself permission to tune into the peace and joy that is within me all the time. From that place, letting go of dwelling in the past and letting go of the hurtful words becomes easy and effortless. Stop tapping, take a deep breath. So I hope this video was helpful for everyone. So this is day 3. That's all in today's video. Looking forward to seeing you all and sharing another video with all of you tomorrow. Bye. Take good care.